Warning. This program is intended for adults only. What you're about to listen to contains explicit language, sexual topics, and don't be surprised if you get wet.
You've just tuned in to PooseBoss with your host, Victoria Lynn.
What up, what up, what up? It's your girl, Victoria Lynn, and you've just tuned into another episode of PooseBoss. Okay, guys, like, seriously, I'm about to go on vacation, and I'm giving you this shit, but this shit is coming. I'm not coming. I wish I was coming. Fuck, I tried to actually, like, hook up with this dude before I was gonna, like, leave for Vietnam, but it ain't happening. And I'm already drinking wine. It's, like, 1:30 on Thursday, Halloween. I'm about to get up out of here, go to Vietnam, but I had to first, like, bring you a fucking awesome episode. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, we're on YouTube now, so check out PooseBoss on YouTube. You can see this beautiful smiling motherfucking face. You know. And don't be hating. Okay, we start and we testing shit. It ain't perfect. Okay? So don't be hating. Oh, man. I'm not gonna lie. I want to burp right now. Excuse me. I'm gonna leave that in there. Fuck y'all. That's what kind of mood I'm in. Like, this Talking Dirty episode is actually perfect for me right now because I am on another level right now. I am ready to just, like, cut motherfuckers off left and right. I'm so done with this shit in life. And talking dirty, like, right now, if I were to have sex, I would love to just, like, talk nasty to somebody because I could get out a lot of aggression. You know what I mean? I could get out a lot of fucking aggression. You know? Fucking, you ever had sex with somebody, you know, when you're mad and you just, like girls, like, I don't know, like, guys don't like when you choke them, but if they don't let me choke them, then I'll, like, dig my nails into them, just fucking rip into them, like, if they piss me off. Like, that's why I like sex when I'm mad at somebody, because I want to beat them. I want to, like, just sock them in the fucking head. This became very aggressive really quick. Didn't mean to be. Anyways, anywho, so let's just get right into this topic because, you know, I love to talk dirty, and I'm sure you do too. And if you don't, I'm going to teach you at least a little tips, tricks, some fun, something. I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to teach you how to get him off in bed with that, just your mouth. And I'm not talking about blowjobs. Or anal play. We already did all that. Go back to the old episodes. Let's get into this shit. Okay, so for me, I actually really didn't talk dirty for a long time. Like, I really didn't start talking dirty, probably until, like, 3-4 years ago. You know, when I started my whole, like, I'm single and sexually liberated phase. Because I was in a relationship for so long that I was like, okay, I'm just going to get out there and I want to meet people. And honestly, before my relationship, I never really, you know, been with anybody. I never really done anything. So, like, I was ready to experiment. So talking dirty was fun, you know, and I like a tease. I'm definitely a tease. Like, it's so funny when people are like, oh my God, you're such a tease, Victoria. I'm like, yeah, fuck off. It's what I like to do. Tease back. Do something, come get me, chase me. I don't know. See, so talking dirty for me at first was really weird, right? Like, really fucking awkward. Like, I can remember when I first started, in a sense, like, talking dirty, and, like, I remember being like, okay, yes, daddy. I mean, you always go to daddy, right? Like, what chick isn't, like, I mean, I guess some people don't use daddy, but I feel like daddy was, like, the most easiest thing to go to based off of everything I've seen in porn, basically, because I watch a lot of porn, so maybe that's where I pick up my daddy from. Oh, that sounds so weird. But anyways, so I can remember like I remember this one guy, he called me, he's like, okay, I want you to get me off on the phone, baby, get me off on the phone, just, like, talk to me, like, I'm masturbating, like, get me off on the phone. And I remember I was sitting at table, right? I was with my friends at dinner at this point. And I'm like, I'm sitting next to somebody right now. So I can't, because my thighs are touched so tight right now that I don't know if I can move away from this table so I can go and I can help you, Daddy. I found ways to talk dirty without actually talking dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, talking dirty can be so much fun. Like, yeah, you can be like, oh, Daddy, like, spank me. And oh my God, that dick is so hard. And I've already said this in my other one, so I don't feel like I need to keep going on about what the fuck these are. About all the dirty talk. Listen to the random pussy. But I really do think that, you know, talking dirty, there is a technique to it, right? And it's all about using the right words, because it doesn't have to be like, shove it up my ass, big boy, you know, like it doesn't have to be that at all. It can be something very different. I mean, I think what started me honestly onto the talking dirty like phase in my life was role play, because I had done role play once before and I had so much fun doing role play, and it was really basic. It wasn't like, look, like there's people out there who are like, oh, you did role play? No, not role play to the point where like I dressed up, Look, I went to a bar with this dude and we pretend we didn't know each other, and just me created characters and, you know, had great sex at the end of the night. That kind of role play. But that was my extent. But that opened up, right, my imagination to what I could say, what I could do, and things like that. And like every person's different, you know, not every guy is going to like you to call him daddy, even though I haven't met one yet who doesn't, but I'm assuming there's not. I don't think every guy likes daddy. I don't know though. You're gonna have to let me know. Consensus out there. Men, do you like it when she calls you daddy? Or would you prefer her to call you Princess Sophia? I love that movie. 10 Things I Hate About You. Now, like, that's an experience, right? Experience I feel like I've been in where, like, a guy's talking to you like, oh, yeah, talk dirty to me. And you're like, I don't know what the fuck to say. And you say some shit like Princess Sophia. Now, obviously, she was trying to lose the guy in 10 days. So Princess Sophia is not the choice. I would obviously try to be like, you know, King Kong. I don't know, King Kong. It's funny to me when guys talk about their dicks, though, right? Like, ladies, like, how many times are you, like, trying dirty talk with somebody or whatever, and, like, they're like, oh, do you like this, like, do you like daddy's big dick? Or you like this big dick? It's so, tell me how much you like this dick, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know why you think your dick is so great. Like, the ones who have the best dick never fucking ask. They don't ask because they know. When you have to ask me constantly, does my dick, tell me about my dick, how big my dick, scream my name about this dick. Well, you know what though? That's a lie. I'm lying, because this one dude that I just hooked up with, yes, I mean, he is not only a beautiful like person, and I mean he's nice. He's a sweet kid, but he's just very, you know, attractive looking. But man, did he surprise me when he whipped that motherfucker out, you know? Not only did he surprise me, like, this is where I like the talking dirty like idea, right? Because you can literally throw someone so much off in bed if you know how to do it right. So this guy that I went on a date with, and obviously eventually hooked up with, so he is like this, the easiest way I can describe him is like this young LA model, but he's very smart. He is very smart. He has his own business, which is very impressive for an older woman like me. And but he's super cute, but he's like, it's obvious when I hang out with him, he's younger, but he's super cute, but he's also like kind of dorky, which makes him even cuter, right? And he wears these glasses, and when he takes off the glasses, he looks like, it's like two different people. Like, it's like, whoa. It's like, what's that in Full House? No, Family Matters. Urkel. He's like an Urkel in a sense. I mean, because Urkel was always cute, right? But, and when we went to dinner, and he was just such great conversationalist, but very very respectful and appropriate. Like I was very amazed by the way he held himself. And then when we got into bed, I mean, fuck. If that guy didn't switch into a whole nother role. Now, I was very happy about that switch because it ended up being amazing. Like, the sex was great, you know. I definitely have seen him again. So, but like, he did have, you know, he has a big dick is what I was trying to get to. This whole story is about his dick. So, he did have a big dick, and he still did say, you know, oh, you like that big dick. You know, he still said that to me. Because he just wanted, I guess, to hear her say yes. But when it's somebody who has a big dick like that, I don't mind like screaming it from the rooftops, you know, because I really can't do anything else but scream. You're fucking me, like it's amazing, you know. Versus like when it's somebody who's like, so you're good in bed, like I like you, you're good in bed, like I'm okay with like this, like yeah, but you're not like, I mean. You're not over here breaking magnums, you know what I'm saying, or even fitting them. Some of you, some guys, I see them pull out magnums. I'm like, why do you have a magnum? I can see what you're working with, dude. Like, okay, that totally fucking digress. But dirty talking, it's really about finding the right words, knowing how to use them, knowing when to use them, and also is about giving compliments to your partner or whoever you're hooking up with, because the more you compliment, the more it gets them excited, and then they want to compliment you and in a sense bring back that dirty talk towards you. So for example, you know, like, oh, you know, I love the way your breasts are. And you're like, oh, thank you. Oh, I love your shoulders. You see, like, and then he's like, I just want to lick on your nipples. And then I'm like, oh, you want to lick these nipples, daddy? So keep going. I'm like, definitely, you know, this is the worst part about being single and doing this show is like, I have to talk about this shit and I'm not getting none right now. Like, I could go out and get some, but I'm so sick of these random ass motherfuckers that I don't even care to get some. I'd be better at home just masturbating. Anyways, going back to dirty talk. So another thing you can do is, consider names. So like think of names as a fun way. So if you want to call, I mean, babe is obviously like, or daddy. But I always liked, okay, so this is another weird thing about me. I always liked Boo Boo Kitty Fuck from Jay and Silent Bob. Like I just thought that was so fucking funny. And I thought it was the best pet name ever. Like literally I always said, if anyone I ever get with, like, they should call me Boo Boo Kitty Fuck, because with Boo Boo Kitty Fuck, if I get upset and you call me Boo Boo Kitty Fuck, I will not be mad at you. Like, I will laugh so hard. Like, oh, Boo Boo Kitty Fuck. I mean, it's not dirty talk, but I'm just saying, think of different names for each other. Different names. And commands. Commands are really good. So, for example, like, lick my pussy, you little slut. Or suck my cock, you know, you little slut. Demands are really good to keep kind of that kind, you know, talking dirty experience going. And I think also like talking about what you do. So describing what you're about to do to your partner. So like, baby, I'm about to fuck you silly. I'm about to fuck you silly. I don't know. I don't know if I would say fuck you silly, but this sounds hot though, right? I'm going to put just the tip inside of you until you beg me to give you all of it. I love when somebody says that to me, actually. I've heard that multiple times. Like, beg me. Do you want this? Tell me how bad you want this. I've also had a lot of people be like, oh, do you want me to come inside you, baby? Tell me how much you want to feel my rock hard cock come inside you. So yeah, describe like what you're doing or what you're going to be doing to them. And also like, if you want, the next phase to talking dirty can be fantasies and role playing. If you want to really go for it, try some role playing. You know, dress them up as the captain and you be the stewardess. I don't know. Or, you know, the stewardess and the stewardess. Or the captain and the captain. Whatever you want. That's the best part about talking dirty. You create your own experience.
It's that time. Turn up the volume, take notes, and get ready. Here are your PooseBoss tips of the day.
Okay, so it's really simple for these tips. I have a few and only a few. So let's just hop right into them. I keep fucking smacking my head, by the way, against the microphone like an idiot. It's just one of those days, guys. It's just one of those days. Tip number 1. Don't fucking worry about what they're going to think. If you think about what your partner is going to think as soon as you start talking dirty, you're going to feel awkward. You're going to feel weird. You're going to be like, oh my God, why am I even talking? Just don't think about it. Just go with it. If you want to say something, throw it out there and see what happens. Don't freak out if nobody reacts, because they might not be ready. They might not even know how to react to you. So first thing first is just go with whatever you feel in your gut. Tip number 2, don't freak out if your partner doesn't respond. And this is really important because sometimes your partner won't know how to respond because they might not have, 1, ever been challenged like that or given this opportunity, or 2, maybe you've never shown this side. Instead, if you feel that you send something their way, like say you say like, oh, daddy, do you want to put your dick in my slutty little hole? Like, I took it real far there, but just say you went there and they're like, whoa, like, did you just call your hole? Like, did you just say stick it in your slutty little hole? Like, they get turned off by it. Just bring it back a little bit. Just let them know, like, hey, I just like this kind of conversation. And don't be scared to talk about it if they freak out. Well, not if they freak out, but if they feel, seem timid. Like, don't think it's the end of the world. It doesn't mean that you did anything wrong. It just means that they're not used to this side of you, per se. Tip number 3, be confident through the whole process. If your partner says something that you don't like, lead the way. The whole thing with talking dirty is to be confident. The more confident you are, the more you can just say whatever the fuck you want. So if you want to talk dirty and you want to feel comfortable, first thing you got to do is be confident in your approach, be confident in your partner's approach, and allow it to happen. Don't try to control the situation. So I guess it's be confident and don't control the situation, because you can't control it. And I feel like so many people, when it comes to sex or anything regarding sex, we want to control the situation, right? We want to know when you're going to come. We want to know this. We want to know that. I want to know if you have STDs. I mean, for real, we want to control the whole fucking situation. But with dirty talking, you need to just let it flow and let it be real. So you have to be comfortable, confident, and open. And that's really all the tips I have for you. So go in there and get that dirty mouth flowing.
It's that time. Time to unwind and release your thoughts. It's time to ask the Pussy Boss.
All right, so it's another Ask the Pussy Boss segment. And so I got this question. Can dirty talk be good for you and your partner? I mean, it's like, I feel like everybody has their own opinion when it comes to this. Yeah, can dirty talk be good for your partner? I think it's great. I can tell you that when my relationship was falling at one point, we did bring in role playing and things like that. And it definitely elevated my whole experience, like my whole experience with him. And I've always personally felt that in sex, love, whatever you want to call it, any kind of sexual relationship, it's always good to experiment, explore, and keep adding to the arsenal of shit you're doing, because, I mean, everybody gets bored. I get bored. I don't want to get bored, but so if you're not going to experiment with me, then I don't know, I think talking dirty is a great experiment. I think it can really open up other avenues. Like, a lot of people don't want to talk about what they really like. Like, I don't go tell guys what kind of porn I watch for a reason, right? Like, I don't sit here and explain my deep sexual deviancies for a reason, because it's private, it's personal, it's not something that I want, totally all over the world, though I'm doing a podcast called PooseBoss. But what I like and what turns me on is my inner thing. And a lot of people, we don't want to share that, but we should be sharing with our partner, right? But how do we get to that point to share with our partner? Well, that's why I think dirty talk, talking dirty, can be really good for you and your partner. I actually think that it can bring you to a whole new level in your relationship, because it allows you to push boundaries without pushing them to pushing them to a place that makes your partner feel uncomfortable. And I think that's the most important part about it, is it's like, we can push boundaries. We can do all these things. But if we're pushing boundaries and making our partner feeling uncomfortable, I mean, one, maybe that's not the right partner for you. That could be the overall answer, right? But it could also just be that we aren't understanding that people need time to associate and develop. Like, all these things that we want in life, well, especially, I'm really talking about sex, right? Like, if I want a guy who basically pounds me out and says, you know, you're my little slut, if that's what I like, it doesn't matter if I think I love you or not. I mean, I still want that, right? So but sometimes not everybody's going to be open enough to go to their partner and be like, hey, like, I love how we make love, but I need you to pound me out and call me your little slut. And then after that, I need you to come all in my face. How does that work for you? And, you know, most guys are like, yeah, I want to fucking do that. Yeah, that's my type of chick. Okay, well, let's try it another way. I need you to let me fuck you in the ass, because it turns me on to peg my boyfriend in the ass, and I know how to make you come better than you've ever probably came, because I understand how to stimulate the prostate gland, and I would like to peg you, and then as you're coming, I would like to masturbate you at the same time, so do a reach around. Then I will come myself. That's what I want in bed. And like, someone out there is definitely like, what the fuck? You know, like, not everybody is cool with being really open when it comes to their sexuality or what they want, you know, not even sexuality when it comes to like gender roles. I'm just talking about sexuality. Like, do I want to have sex with this person or not? Or do I want to do this or not? It's funny. We had Frenchies over last night. We had all these Frenchies at the house, and the Frenchies, the two little Frenchies, were 69 each other. Like, multiple times we saw them lick each other's dick. Like, no lie. And I just was watching it, and I'm fascinated, because I'm like, see, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Like, why are we so bound to everything? And like, I feel like talking dirty is the same thing. Like, why is it such a big deal? You know, like, if I want you to call me a little slut, or if I want you to, like, you know, role play, it should be fun. But I do think like it's important for you to speak to your partner about this. If you're thinking about it, if you want to incorporate it, like, tell your partner. Don't just spring it on them. Maybe give them a little, you know, hey, like, this is what I'm going to try to do. Like, would you be down for this? You know, make it a sexy night, make it a date night, and like, see where it goes. And then if there's, it will open up doors for you to be more honest with your partner. At least I think so. I always felt that dirty talking is so much fun. You know, it's fun. You get to understand your kinks of your partner. You understand what they like. Understand everything. You just understand everything better. So, yeah, I think you should definitely talk with your partner and give them a little bit of a little whip and snap. You know what I'm saying? And that is all I got for talking dirty. All right, my pussy boss bitches. That's the end, or at least the end of this episode. Make sure to follow me, Victoria Lynn, at official Victoria Lynn. And don't forget to follow the show at PooseBoss on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Show this pussy some love. Until next time, it's your girl, Victoria Lynn. And remember, ladies, to keep patting that puss.